sound up here is a.
Bass can be louder. Hang on, that's probably something I'm doing. Is this better? We had the bass was fighting me earlier, and every time I cranked it, it was like ripping the fucking screens off here. That's why there are no more screens. Hang on a sec. Okay, how's that? Better? Check one. Check one. All right. All right. So if you guys who has never been to a local set show, I know you. All right. Perfect. So you have no idea what you're doing here. This is great. All right. So this is a live music podcast. What the hell does that mean? So it's one part music. You guys know what a podcast is. There's people talking. I'm going to interview them in between songs. It's song Q&A, song Q&A, song Q&A all the way through. While that's happening, we're going to have some cameras on these folks while they're playing and singing. One on myself. And then if you're in witness protection, there is a camera on the audience, so you might want to move if people are looking for you. You have a responsibility as an audience member, and that's to be fucking awesome. So in between songs, I need you to make as much noise as humanly possible, okay? Can we all agree to do that? We want to applaud and make them feel like the rock stars that we are, so please do that. If you need to use the bathroom, it's that way. If you need to order a drink, please feel free to do so. We want to support Ben and Bentley's. This is a wonderful location that's supporting live music, especially independent music and stuff like this. One other thing, we are doing a live recording, so if you're not sure if your cell phones are muted, now is a really good time to double check so we don't have those zipping around. And without further ado, we're going to get kicked off. Jesse, do you want to go right into a song, or do you want to do an intro first?
I want to do a little sound check with you, because my voice now sounds like it's coming out of a tin can.
Oh, no.
But if we're live, I'm happy to have it all be informal, because it's a conversation. Why do I feel like I'm sitting in a can, all by myself with a light in my face? It's getting better, yeah. Oh, it's still a little trebly.
I'm going to kill 100% of everything that I had done. You're flat. Is that better?
No, it's still pretty hot right there. I'm poking myself with my own voice.
Do you want me to pull your vocals down? Are you saying your monitor's hot? Sorry,
whoa, that's good. Whatever just happened, now I feel like I'm warm and fuzzy. Oh no. Well, maybe we turn it up for the last song and we'll figure it out. I mean, this is a whole conversation we're having with everybody anyway, and my whole style is to be very informal, so here we are.
Here we are. All right. Can you guys hear everything? Is it good? We good? That sounds like a positive? Yeah? You want to go live? All right, we're going to go live. We're going to do it. We're going to drop right off into camera one, which is on the one and only Jesse. I'm going to hit the go live button and then play the front bumper. Okay, you guys ready? Hang on. There we go. Okay, now we're officially live. Front bumpers on.
We're live.
My life is in a satellite feed delay right now, guys. I'm so sorry. Everything I'm doing is just slightly delayed.
How many cables did you plug in tonight? Do you know?
Just like 42 or 43. I don't know. I remember. I'm slowly losing my mind. All right, in 3, 2, 1, you guys have to make some noise for the one and only Jesse Garcia, everybody! Yeah! Hell yeah! Welcome to another episode of Local Sets ATX. We're joined tonight with the fantastic Jesse Garcia, who has how many songs, buddy?
I'm going to play 7 songs tonight. That's the plan.
7 songs it is.
As many as I can get away with, though.
Well, let's plan on 7, and we'll figure it out on the fly. What's the first song that you're going to play for us, buddy?
I'm going to start with a song called Touch Sand that I wrote in Los Angeles a long time ago. And I feel like this song sort of talks about the decision-making process and like what you're doing with your life, and there's sometimes that invisible thing that you don't understand that keeps pulling you on even though you're in a place that feels like it's where you want to be or it feels good, and yet you still gotta go. Can everybody hear what's happening? All right. Draw a map in my head and pick a route. I draw a fork in the road and make a choice. I draw the things that I want to see and look at them as I walk by, feeling the road of my toes. Taking time to explore, time to feel free. Putting wasted time to good use. Take a chance, put the world to the test. Take a trust fall when it's right. Feeling the road with my toes. And I see with my weary eyes, and I saw a blurry paradise, and I sing as I pass it by, 'cause I just gotta touch sand, touch sand, touch sand. I just wanna touch sand, touch sand, touch sand. Dark falls in my mind as I drift on. Dark times on the left and the right. But the path right ahead is clear. I'm gonna walk and I won't cry. Feeling the road with my toes. And I see with my weary eyes, and I saw a blurry paradise, and I sing as I pass it by, 'cause I just wanna touch sand, touch sand, touch sand. I just wanna touch sand, touch sand, touch sand. At the end of the line, I lift my pen, having a conclusion drawn. A sudden shift as I open my eyes, and the ink from the well is dry, feeling the floor with my toes. Thank you.
That's a beautiful song, man. You have the voice of an angel, Jesse Garcia.
No,
Holy moly, man.
I'm glad. It balances out my inner demons, maybe.
What was, so you wrote that about Los Angeles?
Yeah, I was living there for a year and was too fearful to be putting myself out as a performing musician, but I went there with all of my dreams and aspirations to be discovered by doing nothing. Doesn't work that way. And then I got an opportunity to go on a tour with a marimba band, and I used to play a lot of Zimbabwean marimba. Grew up in Santa Fe. And that song I wrote as my first Tiny Desk contest entry, and then also like my decision-making process as to whether I should leave LA and go on this tour with a genre of music that felt like it was my past. So I felt like I was kind of running away. I felt like I was going towards familiar rather than being brave. And I ended up going on that tour, and you know, it's what I did. I don't really believe in right and wrong, so that's what happened.
So the tour was awesome.
The tour was awesome, and I, you know, made friends and connections and have great memories from that experience.
So when did you get? So all right. So you're not from here. You were in LA for a little bit, and
Yeah.
now you are in Austin.
Yeah.
When did you get to the Austin?
October 2022, I had recently quit my life in the Bay Area, which is where I was living through the pandemic.
When you say quit your life, what is that? It sounds very serious.
I was working 3 jobs and hustling to pay rent and was not happy. I'd fallen in love, and when I was in LA, I fell in love, moved to the Bay Area, and then the pandemic happened immediately. So I went through all of that. And then the relationship was good. It was like a year and a half. I learned all of those deep things that are important to learn about yourself. And
Important lessons.
yeah, and then I was just there, like working jobs that I didn't like. So I had this really strong feeling all of a sudden that if I didn't share the songs that I'd been writing, no one else was going to do it. And so I quit all my jobs and stopped paying rent and packed my car with all the stuff I would need to live out of my car. And then I just drove off and became nomadic, professional couch surfing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's a very ballsy move that most people would not do. That's very scary. Can you walk through that? Or were you just like reckless abandon? I don't care.
No, it was very scary. And it was really hard for me to figure out how to perform original lyrics in front of people and try to be seen. You know, these lights in my face and cameras go in, and like the comfort that I feel internally is really new for me. And I feel very uncomfortable with it also. But I was very scared leaving the Bay Area and trying to be a performing musician. And that led me to Kerrville, and I went to the Kerrville Folk Festival, and that sort of changed my life.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, and then I kept coming back every summer, made more and more friends, and then wound up suddenly I'm living here.
They pulled you in, man.
Yeah.
So when did you officially move to Austin? What year?
I think I started paying rent in March of last year.
Okay. So you're official, now you're tethered. You have to be here now.
Well, not really.
Well, no, I mean, technically you could go nomadic at any time.
Yeah, I'm not nomadic anymore.
Okay.
I'm grounded in Austin, and I have a place for all my stuff, and I don't have too much stuff to fit in my car now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us one thing about you that has nothing to do with music. Like, what's a skill that you have that's unrelated to music?
I mean, I have really good handwriting.
You have really good handwriting? Hell yeah. Yeah, guys, let's hear it for handwriting. Yeah. I was going to say, prove it. How do you prove that to you? What kind of hand? Are we talking like cursive, or are we talking? Uh-oh, he's gone. Let me see if I get a tight shot on that. We'll just zoom in.
Yeah, don't read this, though.
No. Unless they're a lottery ticket number. Holy shit. Wow. How is that even a thing?
I like the meticulousness of it. I find journaling to be sort of, it's like meditative.
That literally looks like hieroglyphic, like sandstone from ancient Egypt. That's less journaling and more of like architecture and art. That was beautiful.
But I'm not writing enough these days. I wish I was journaling more.
What were you journaling on the page just now that you won't tell us about, or that we can't read?
I just sort of make observations about life. Like a lot of my journaling is like, I just got to Austin and I met this person named Frank, and we talked about this stuff, and I found them really interesting in this way. But I also felt like he had a lot of internal fears that were coming out really loudly in his actions, such as this and this and this.
Oh, wow.
And I just sort of break down the way that I perceive whatever I'm experiencing. That's kind of the most frequent journal entry. So they're very cutting at times, and I don't have to be politically correct, and
Yeah.
I can just say whatever I actually think. Yeah.
Yeah, don't ever let anyone steal that book. That's gonna cause some headache for you. What's song number 2 on the night, man? What are we doing?
I'm gonna play. I guess I'll play a song called "New Occupation."
New occupation?
New Occupation.
All right, I'll zip it over to you.
All right. I got away from it all and I drove to the hills in Texas. I couldn't wait any longer, the sickness was viral. Caught in the web that evolved www. Fuck the chat, signing off, step away from the spiral. Camped at the edge of a scene, I observed and I saw the vices. Watch people pray to the screen, symbiotic addiction. Trying to look for a reason, I suffer the indecisive thoughts, overwhelmed by a feeling, a growing affliction. And we're off to war that we can't support. We can fuck tomorrow, from the future borrow. When we need some more, we can charge the poor. We can fuck tomorrow. I ran away from it all, seeking solace in meditation. Awful to awe, filled to yawning, to learning a lesson. To say it was not your call does not make it not your fault. To say it was not your call does not make it not your fault. To say it was not your call does not make it not your fault. To say it was not your call does not make it not your fault. No. Perched at the brink, on the edge, in the dawn of a new world order. Gone in a blink was the start of a mass inhalation. So hard to tell, real or bought, better be on my best behavior. Will we regret what we got in our new occupation? Thank you. I was thinking about AI when I was writing that song.
Was that the fuck tomorrow that you mentioned?
Yeah, a little bit,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But then also, like, you know, we can fuck, if that fucks, you know, fuck tomorrow. So it's like double entendre, because there are good things coming. You know, we can fuck tomorrow, we got to work today. But then also we can fuck tomorrow and, like, be irresponsible.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Enjoy the minute, man. I
Yeah.
dig it. What are your thoughts on AI in music? I can tell you I'm not a fan, but what do you think of it?
I think that everything on this planet is a life form of some type that follows the same patterns no matter what, which is to consume resources in order to grow. And so I think that AI is that it's like alive, kinda. Like, it's not alive like us, but it's alive in a different way. And I think it's important to try and figure out how to use that responsibly. And it's more powerful than us in ways that I think our species is accustomed to being the most powerful. So I think we basically are poised at a moment where we need to set the example and change and be better to each other so that we don't teach something that's much more powerful than us to think that you can stamp out threats by killing them or exterminating them, which is what we do to each other as people all the time. And I don't think we're quite there yet as AI, but we're definitely trying to go in that direction. So it just seems like we might as well try to take personal responsibility for the world that we're living in and try to look at our own greeds and look at our own vices and question ourselves and try to grow and change and be more compassionate.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a great answer. I fear we're going to become more apathetic to ourselves than we already are, and that AI, we just keep offloading things to other stuff, and we'll continue that game of apathy. And it's like that old thing. It's like you have to love yourself truly before you can love the world. That's not narcissism.
Yeah.
But you have to love yourself for all of your faults and all of your flaws. And I feel like this is making us embrace narcissism more, or to focus more on like what we can't do versus what we can, which is love each other and support each other.
Yeah, I see that also. I see that. That's very true. Like, I think the timeline is the thing there, that as an individual, as part of a species, you have your own needs and your own loved ones and your own work. And at that time scale, one type of thing is happening. But then as a species, I think the species is learning also. And so when a species hits wrong notes, that's death of individuals. And as an individual living, we don't want that to be happening. So I feel like we're sort of caught in this endless cycle of life as we become devoured to be composted and eaten by the next thing that then grows, that then gets devoured, and it just goes and goes in every way all at once. I don't know, I'm very philosophical about all of this, and I have strong opinions.
I can tell. I can tell, man. Well, I feel like a philosophical brain might actually help get us out of this, because human beings are pretty great, but we keep, cannibalizing each other for useless resources that don't make a difference and will ultimately go in the ground.
Yeah, because I have strong opinions, I feel like I'm a introverted, shy, fearful person in the core of me. But then I have these ideas that are like big, and they come out of me, and they require me to try and be seen and be heard more and more. And the music has become part of that. But I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to say what I think to as many people as will hear it, in case that can be helpful to the future.
Hell yeah, man.
But I have no idea how that could be helpful. I've just got to.
It's the butterfly effect,
life.
right? You do it, and then someone else does it, and then it grows and grows and grows, and then hopefully people will wake up and realize that each other are more important than just dumb shit that goes in a landfill. Or another yacht that nobody needs. Because you want to hang out with yacht people? You ever met anyone with a yacht? They're an interesting crowd. Just tell them they have a nice boat, and just wait for the response back, and you'll know everything you need to know about yacht
people. Could someone close the front door?
Oh, is the front door
open?
There's
sound pollution coming in, and it's
Can we get the back door closed whenever you get a chance? Thank you so much.
Thank you, and welcome to the room.
Welcome to the room. Whoever that was, thank you. We love you. Speaking of love, what's song number 3 on the night? Let's do that.
This is, I'm going to play L.A. Taxi.
L.A. Taxi, over to you.
This is an autobiographical song that is a decade out of date. Took an LA taxi downtown tonight. looking for the stars. I guess I thought that maybe they'd be bright from the top of a tower. But of course there's not a single one in sight, just celebrities and bars. But I'm not giving in without a fight, I keep gazing up for hours. And I'm a long way from the small high desert town of Santa Fe. And I remember Mama's in the garden, Daddy's drinking tea, my sisters maybe dancing or reading 17. My brother rides his mountain bike as fast as he can get, and I lay in my loft and listen to every Beatles album on cassette. This silly life of mine is rushing past, what a tired disguise. And help is all around, I just have to ask, but I don't know what to ask for. And the legends made by those who dared to grasp set the benchmark highs, and make me feel ashamed of my past, like I should be moving faster. And I'm such a long way from the small high desert town of Santa Fe, where Mama's in the garden, Daddy moved away, my sisters both are married, we don't have much to say. My brother died so suddenly a few short years ago, and I live in the lost and found, just looking for the things I used to know. As a dreamer in the cities of my dreams, my mind moves on. I slowly learn to reinforce the seams as I try to learn what worth is. And admitting that I don't know what it means brings a peaceful calm. As I start to fill the in-betweens, I begin to live on purpose. And I've come a long way from the small high desert town of Santa Fe. And I'll remember Mama in the garden, Daddy drinking tea, my sisters maybe dancing or reading 17. My brother rides his mountain bike as fast as he can get, and I lay in my loft and listen to every Beatles album on cassette. Thanks. Yeah. Much love to my mom and sisters and my dad who are out there.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't know if they're watching. I hope my mom is.
I'm sure.
My mom is a Luddite, though, so,
Come on, man. It's
love
not
you,
nice.
Mom.
That's not nice. That's a great song. That's the type of thing that is like track placement for film and TV, man.
Yeah,
It's
you think so?
Yeah, because I was just watching Pluribus. It's a decent show, but it takes place in New Mexico, Santa Fe area. Like it's like, oh yeah, she's going through and like remembering everything that happened in the past. That's not the same anymore. That's a great song about memory and thinking about what once was.
Thank you.
I can't
yeah,
speak.
I feel it.
Yeah, it's great. What spurred the writing of that? What happened?
That song was really interesting for me. I was in LA when it started, and I had this line. The opening line's the only thing that isn't true. I've never been in an LA taxi, and I've never tried to get to the top of one of the skyscrapers. But in my mind, I was thinking about
It's probably
how
safe.
I wanted to be writing about looking for the stars, and then realizing that in LA, the stars are like the people and the lights of the city, and that you had to look down from the top of this tower to like find the stars in LA. And I liked that flip. But then the way I write songs is very much the way I'm speaking right now, that I have a feeling. I didn't pick the words, I just know English, and I open my mouth and things come out. And when I'm writing songs, it feels like spiritual almost, that when the flow is there, my job is to train so that I can catch whatever's coming out. And so that song fell out, and it was super personal to my life. And I, at the time, thought that that would mean that it wasn't going to be moving to anybody else. It wasn't relatable to anybody else, which I've since learned is exactly the opposite of that, that the more personal and the more authentic you can be, the more other people can feel that and tap into that for themselves. So that's how it happened. I was honestly a little mortified when that song came out, because it felt way too personal. And then it took me years before I had the confidence to try sharing it with anybody,
Really?
because it felt so vulnerable.
That's well, that's what everybody wants, though, man.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
people like the over polished. I think it's something that's Austin does really well is just the authenticity of the artists here. They kind of do their own thing. And you don't get that in other places that are trying to fit a mold or fit into
Yeah.
like a business model of some kind or
Yeah.
a brand or whatever. There's just something about the artists here that just hit a little different, and everyone's just kind of doing their own thing.
It's
and
true,
I got
yeah.
mad respect for that, man.
It is.
And also, if people don't love you for who you are and like your own thing, then what the fuck? Why, don't worry about it. Like, why would you spend time trying to like fit into a mold? Like, if people don't genuinely love you, you're never going
Because
to
I
build
was
a
a
fan base.
people pleaser that was too talented.
Tell me about your writing process real quick. I want to get to the other songs. We're already at 6:40, but
Okay.
we got started late. That's my fault. But tell me about your writing process. What you said when you write, you start with a melody. Is it lyrics? Is it both? Like, how
It's
does
usually both these days.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll start with a hook on the guitar that I like. Sometimes like the last song we're playing with the drums started with just the vocals. I was riding my bike in LA and just singing something. And so that started with the singing melody. But usually these days it's like what I was doing for sound check, where it's just like, you know, I have something to say, and I can tell where the chord's going next, and if I'm feeling melancholy, it'll sound like this. You know? Or if I'm like, maybe I'm feeling chipper today, and then this is the type of song that I'll write, you know?
Yeah.
But then I can just improvise that way, and then sometimes it's like, that's a song. And then that feels, I like the metaphor of it being like my water broke. And then it's like, clear my schedule, the song is coming.
The song is coming.
Yeah.
Speaking of songs coming, we got four more we got to get to. Let's
we
do
got to
it.
get Max up here.
Yeah, where's Max? Calling Max,
This
paging
is-
Max.
This is my friend Max
Max.
Watson.
Max Watson.
We
to the
met
stage.
at 4 a.m. at the Kerrville Folk Festival.
There he is. The one and only.
Thanks for playing with me.
Oh, please your microphone. Try it again.
Check, check.
There we
Thank you
go.
for having me.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. All right, what is this? What's this first track called?
This is called Flattery.
Flattery. Over to you guys.
Oh, flattery, it saddens me, because I don't trust the sound of your voice. And I believe you've been alone inside your palaces for longer than is healthy. When you know yourself and you believe it to be true, it calcifies yourself, so nothing tender is licking my wounds and making my choice. You're bad for me, and this is the end of our relationship. I'm leaving, please forget me. When you know yourself and you believe it to be true, it calcifies yourself, so nothing tender is in view. You surround yourself with yes men, but that's not me. I concede that you impress them, I don't agree. You cause excess work and let them fulfill for free, to cash in on their success when it suits your needs. Oh, flattery, I'm broken free. I couldn't keep up with passion or poise. I am aggrieved, but only alone inside my biases, from then until forever. When you know yourself and you believe it to be true, it calcifies yourself, so nothing tender is in view.
Is the bass coming through in the room? Okay. Just making sure. How did you guys meet? You said you met at the fest, and then now you're best friends and roommates?
Yeah, I was out at the fest. I go to the Kerrville Folk Festival as well, and that year I wasn't really trying to play too much. I was kind of just trying to hang out and kind of reset and relax. And one night at like 3 or 4 in the morning, I'm sitting there just hanging out with some people, and out of the shadows comes this long-haired man with a guitar and sits in front of me. He's like, "Can I play you a song?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. I've heard good songs and bad songs today." And then it's him, and I'm like, "Oh, this is actually a really good musician. You should hit me up."
I played New
festival.
Occupation.
Yeah, blew my mind immediately. Cool.
Yeah, that was my first big fest, that one.
It was a good one.
Yeah, so that's how we met. It was nice.
Hell yeah. And then you guys have been performing together ever since?
No, we have a cool synchronicity in our lives because we wind up being in the same random city at the same time. We've been happenstance in LA. We both wound up in the Austin airport at the same time with guitars, and we had a jam there. So we've just been kind of
airport, just randomly?
friends, but yeah,
Oh,
like
San Francisco too.
San Francisco as well. Yeah, crossing paths a lot as we've been nomadically roaming around.
So wait, so where do you live in Austin or no?
I did for 10 years, and then I kind of spent a couple years bouncing around, and then I got back here like a couple months ago, and I'm kind of figuring that out. still.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Hell yeah. All right. Let's get to what's the next song? Let's get to the next song. What's that one called?
This is called Misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Do you want to tell us anything about Misunderstood?
Yeah, sure. I think, back in line with all my philosophical stuff, that like life wants more life, and so it's like life is selfish. And then that means that that's me accepting that I am selfish, and I sort of feel like the lyrics to this song are me sort of mocking myself as life while also sort of accepting that I am alive and want to be alive.
Okay. That's very deep. I'll zip it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to be honest. It doesn't feel good. is selfish, at least where I stood. I don't like your words, I don't like how you said them either. And now that I have heard, I'm trapped here as a non-believer. Life is sensational, I wish I didn't feel it all. Life is sensational, it's all so surreal, it slaps me in the face again. It puts me in my place again. I'm practicing acceptance. It doesn't feel good. The zeitgeist isn't friendly, at least where I stood. I don't like your words, I don't like how you said them either. And now that I have heard, I'm trapped here as a non-believer. Life is sensational, I wish I didn't feel it all. Life is sensational, it's all so surreal, it slaps me in the face again. It puts me in my place again. I'm stuck under attack again. Life stabbed me in the back again. Open up and say, ah. 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 Open up. I'm trying to be honest. I try to be good. I still think life is selfish. I'm misunderstood.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, your music's great.
Thanks so much.
You've just like a beautiful voice and just great energy about you, and that's pretty dope, dude.
I worked hard for that. I think I had really negative energy for a lot.
I was
of
gonna.
it.
So funny you bring that out. That was my next question. Was like, how did that happen? Because you seem very chill and even keel. Was there a time in your life where you weren't?
Yeah. Like in my mid-teens through my mid-20s, I was rebelling hard against everything. I have a really alternative life path. My mom was raised in Virginia, non-denominationally Jewish. My dad was raised in New Mexico, Catholic. They both became Buddhist, which is how they met in Boulder, and then they adopted 4 kids, and I'm the oldest of 4 adopted kids. And I was born in Seoul, Korea. And I arrived in Boulder, Colorado when I was 5.5 months old. And then when I was 1, we moved to Santa Fe, and then I tried several different kindergartens at a certain point, but everything was like too stimulating, and I really didn't like the kids. I was miserable. So I dropped out of kindergarten, and then my mom homeschooled us in a pretty relaxed way. And so like I had like terrible spelling and no punctuation until I was like 20. I finally got interested in writing. And I didn't read until I was like 9. So I've just learned about life on my own from being alive my whole life, and I had really deep insecurities around all the kids that went to school. I felt like they all, I was the outcast. So that kind of fueled a lot of anger and a lot of lashing out. But I was good at stuff, so I got away with all of my shoplifting and lying and cheating and, you know, for the most part.
And
But I
applause
didn't get
for the
away with it. Just
shoplifting.
no one else knew.
Dude, that's wild. What's the craziest thing you've ever shoplifted?
Shoplifted?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say that on camera.
You don't have to. We can move on
it's
to something
it's
else.
a felony.
Well, it depends what you took, but apparently it was something crazy. We can talk about it off
Yeah,
air.
we'll talk about it off air.
Allegedly, what you shoplifted.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We've got one more song before we get to the last and final.
Yeah.
What's the next track called before we get there?
This song is called Rat Race.
Rat Race.
Yeah.
All right.
And this was written down by Barton Springs. There's a line in the middle where I reference a wedgie. And there was this woman's, while I was writing the song, she was putting on her swimsuit, like changing, and it like clipped at the hips, the bikini bottom, and so I had this image of her like in front of me pulling this piece of black cloth up into her butt and trying to clip it without dropping it. And I was like writing this song, and so then the middle part of this song fell out because of that. Hanging out in a sunny place, I'm just a cat in a rat race, baptized by participation. What kind of fool do you take me for? Why sneak in the back when you'll invite me through the front door? You've got an itch and the cure is my devotion. Settle down, what you looking for? I've got an answer, but you probably won't swallow it. You're good looking, that I can't ignore, but you're addicted to the drama and a dick to the mirror. I can't give you my confidence. I had to make it by myself for it to make sense. I think you're clingy and it's clogging my attention. But send a pic in just a party hat. This pizza boy'll bake a pie 'cause he likes that. Your sexy dance sure elicits a reaction. Give yourself a wedgie by the river and I won't look at all the skin that folds around such a cheeky nook. I'd like to open it and gently peruse that book about the portal of life. So settle down, what you looking for? I've got an answer, but you probably won't swallow it. You're good looking, that I can't ignore, but you're addicted to the drama and a dick to the mirror. So here we are, it's just the two of us. We're feeling deeper separation with the deep trust. Lean into lava as we loosen our suspicions. You want to know why I'm so serious? Because I want to live my life like a first kiss. The present of the moment seldom has division. So settle down, what you looking for? I've got an answer, but you probably won't swallow it. You're good looking, that I can't ignore, but you're addicted to the drama and a dick to the mirror. Settle You're good looking that I can't ignore, but you're addicted to the drama and addicted to the mirror. Thank you.
Oh man, what a fun song! What a fun song that came out of an unfortunate moment. For
That was a
young-
fun moment, I gotta say.
It's an amazing moment for her. I wonder if this person knows that that song has existed.
I didn't talk to her. She was too far away. It was like
Yeah.
20 feet away, and then I lost track because I was in songwriting. I was giving birth.
Yes,
You know?
yeah. Well, you're Waterbrook. Yeah, absolutely. We've got one more song on the evening. Let's bring up the last guest. We have a guitar change.
Yeah, this is Lucas.
Lucas
Ames.
Lucas Ames. Everyone, put your hands together
And
for
we're
the
gonna
one
switch
only.
instruments.
Lucas Ames. And then, real quick, tell us how. Oh, you're switching instruments and places.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to make my life easier on camera. Thank you for doing that. Let me change the microphones around. And you're, are you singing solo again, just out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, just making sure. Let me change a few things here.
Apologies.
No, you're good. You're good.
Keeping you on your toes.
Hey, man, you got to keep me on my toes. You can't get me too comfortable. Let's go to. How did you meet Lucas? That's what I was going to ask you.
I met Lucas through Max. Actually, that same year, they were roommates at the time, and they're currently roommates again.
Round two.
But yeah, I went over to Max's house, and Lucas was there with a drum set.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to
Check,
be more
check,
complicated.
check. What? Sorry.
That's okay. Lucas, how's your mic in the back? Can we hear you? That is.
Hey, howdy.
There we go. I got you.
As
You're-
long as you got me on the stream, huh?
Yes, we got you. We got
Can
you
you
right
hear
there.
us in your monitor? Because that's the thing I'm concerned about.
There's a live guitar, but I'll be all right.
Okay. We're gonna do it live, as Bill O'Reilly says. What's this last track called?
The song is called No Love.
No Love?
Yeah, it's spelled K-N-O-W.
All right.
No Love.
I will zip it over to you guys.
All right. All right, we're syncing our MIDI clocks here. A long time ago, I opened my eyes, come down to a world of mere mortals and this party on the ground. I felt gravity happily laughing and grabbing me into a warm embrace, and I know love, I know love. I'm drawn towards a mother, she calls, come down. So I take a place beside her, feel the energy surround. Hers is a lonely road and I'm honored to get a taste. And I know love, I know love, I know love. As I know myself better and better, better and better, it grows to be the only thing I know. I know love will always have a place in me, although the words we use may change, change, change. One crossroad behind me, the tears come down, taking the inner silence and the memories resound. Open my wings wide, there are demons I've yet to face, and I know love, I know love, I know love, as I know myself better and better, better and better, it grows to be the only thing I know. I know love will always have a place in me, although the words we use may change, change, change. A long time ago I opened my eyes, come down to this world of mere mortals and the party on the ground. I felt gravity happily laughing and grabbing us into this warm embrace. And I know love, I know love.
Jesse Garcia, everybody.
Yeah.
Jesse Garcia. Dude,
Yeah.
thank you so much for doing the show. I
Yeah,
really
Reed,
appreciate
thank
it.
you for having me.
Yeah,
Really-
absolutely, man. Before we're out of here, I always ask every artist, what's something you would hope to getting out of doing a show like this? If you could put it out into the universe for it to be gifted back to you, what can we give you?
I think that you've given it to me already. This is an equal exchange of like me getting to say what I have to say and you giving me a way to say it. And I'm just trying to let that grow as big as it's meant to grow, where I don't feel like I'm getting greedy about attention, but I want to say my shit to as many people as will hear it. That's what I've got to say to the world.
Hell yeah, man. I love you. Thank you for doing it, guys. Jesse Garcia, everybody. Let's hear it.
And Max, Lucas,
Max Lucas!
thank you all for being here. It's good to see you all.
All right, we're out of here in 3, 2, 1.